Hey there, everybody. It's Retro Repair Roundup, episode 27, with the usual suspects and our special guest, Justin D. Morgan. Oh, wait. Hi, everybody. How are we all doing this evening?
Hey.
Not as good as you.
Apparently not.
I know. Good gosh.
So, as is tradition at the beginning of every episode, a little bit of housekeeping. Thank you all for stopping by. You are all super awesome, Thomas, and 81-Bit Fever Dreams, and Eric's Edge, and Retro Techie, and Eric Rangel, and anybody else who is stopping by tonight. We got a little small group tonight, only 7 of us, but things will usually speed up as we go along. Remember to lasso that like button and spear that subscribe button, and do those things, because then the YouTube says, hey, these people are cool. Why don't you watch their channel? And you get to hang out with us and other weird people on the internet. Okay, all that stuff done. Let's say hello to our wonderful guest tonight, Justin D. Morgan. How you doing, Justin?
I am doing great.
Good. You got your hat?
I do have my hat.
So it is. We are set. Our new host Trina still does not have a cowboy hat, and we make fun of her every single time.
I know,
but she's Canadian, so we can forgive it.
That's right.
But anyway, our hosts are me, Joe Stroh-Snyder. You got Javier Rivera. You got Ron McAdams and Trina of Trina's Techno Babble. So let's start off with Justin. Tell us what's going on in your world, Justin. What's happening in Justin Town?
I have been having so much fun with Windows 95 that
wise.
If I tried to put it in a bottle, the bottle would implode. Yeah.
Oh, so negative fun. Got it. Now that does make sense. Got it. It's a vacuum.
I never dreamed, because quite honestly, I didn't realize how bad Windows 95 installs can go very quickly, especially when you have hardware problems that you don't know what's wrong. Is it the motherboard? Is it the processor? Is it the capacitors? Could it be the Wind Bond card that you bought on eBay that doesn't match the picture? But Wind Bond cards are usually good. No, it can't be that. Maybe it's the video card. It was the Wind Bond card.
Of course.
Yes, should have known. If it doesn't match the picture, even though the eBay seller put their out clause in the description, maybe similar card, which is like, no, that's not cool. That's not cool. He should have listed that separately, because I'm not exactly sure that Wind Bond card was equivalent to what you pictured. Because what they pictured was a 2-chip Wind Bond card. This was a single-chip Wind Bond card, so no. Anyways, yes, I did finally get Windows 95 on the 386, which let me go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, like anything else.
Like anything else but Windows 95 on a 386.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped something.
Oh, and by the way, for the record, now that I got it installed, I'm probably going to format it and just go back to DOS 622 and Windows 3.1.
Well, you should make an image of it real fast. I mean, because it's going to take you 400 million years to do it again.
Norton Ghost, baby.
I'll make an image of it first, but then, I'm going
Ghost
back to
11.5.1.
Image it.
And just skip the Windows 3.1 and just go straight with DOS 6.22. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
It's what I've been saying on your streams this entire time. Go with DOS, Justin.
I'll go with DOS, yes.
Mantrina knows.
Like, seriously, too. Like, are you playing DOS games with it? Like, if you're playing DOS games with it, like, Windows does not need to be anywhere near that hard drive.
Yeah,
it can just.
I don't think I have any Windows games to play on that computer, so yes, maybe I will just go DOS and not look back.
The only way I could see you ever needing Windows is on that is if you need it to get network access to pull stuff over the network, because you don't feel like trying to do network shares through LAN manager, Windows, or DOS plugin NetBIOS. I don't know. Crap. DOS crap. So
you remember my Groundhog Day themed thumbnail for my last live stream? Yes, I can see another one of those thumbnails next year after the literal 386th attempt to get LANman to work in DOS on that computer.
No.
Yeah.
For sad reasons. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
DOS and I'll just put the compact flash card on another computer to copy files to it. Like
There you go.
actually, I
Yeah.
was doing right before the stream.
There you go. You
There
could
you
always
go.
try, you could always try, if you want to experiment with an operating system, try FreeDOS, which is
Yes,
still
maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, give FreeDOS a try.
I don't
Instead of
know.
going
It
with
sounds expensive, Trina.
Yeah, I know.
There's
with the
no
word
such thing as a
stuck
free
in it.
lunch.
But and then that way you're not supporting Microshaft.
I don't think DOS 6.22 is supporting anybody at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, the only
It's like,
people that's
here they
supporting-
come. They're coming for their license fee. Oh, and we're going to charge you both interest and inflation. $9,000 for DOS. Thank you.
Right?
Wow.
But at least
Nice.
with FreeDOS, it's still being produced, and there's a
It's true.
active community out there. So
Yes.
I will answer this question later on in the stream. Moving on.
actually, if you watch the Retro Repair
Roundup.
Roundup,
Retro Matcast.
Retro Maccast, thank you.
Mhm.
Yep.
From
Oh,
this
yes.
morning, you will find out the ETA because Joe mentioned it this morning.
He did.
Mhm. So, what else are you working on right now, Justin? That's really interesting. Do you have anything coming up that you can whet our appetites to make people want to come and watch your channel?
Yes. I know we're in February. I know December was in December. I am trying to get one PC upgrade video out because I feel bad for not getting it done earlier. But then I actually
Oh, we're only
have-
2 months late. It's fine.
I know. It's just fashionably late. Hey, I'm not late. I'm early.
There you
Next
go.
year.
Beating the rush to December 2023.
There you
There you
go.
go.
That's my story, and I'm sticking
You
to
produce it. You put the produced file in your out bin, and then you pre-upload
Actually,
it. You schedule it for December 1.
Yes. I was
You
gonna, you
just
make it an
wait.
instant
Right.
premiere December 1st.
But then I have 2 Macintosh computers that are both going to get worked on for Marcintosh.
Marcintosh
great.
2023. Woo
Great
woo.
news.
And
Yeah.
one of them is having some spindler plastic fun.
Yeah.
In fact, I am not sure the case is going to last long enough for me to carry it back downstairs. Luckily, I have a new case for it. That's all
Okay.
I'm going to say about that, because we all know about spindler plastics.
Mhm.
You can't take them anywhere without them just going.
It's true.
You can't even look at them without them doing that.
Spindler
Like,
plastic.
Yeah, you know. Oh,
they're like-
I think
they're
it's
quantum,
breaking
man.
right now
You
because
look
I'm
at them
looking at it.
and you look at them and their quantum state. Yeah, it just it falls apart.
Yes. So yes, I have some cool Macintosh upgrades that I'll be doing for Marcintosh, and I
Woohoo.
can't wait.
Marching.
Yes.
Yes, Ron, what's going on in your world, buddy?
Not a whole lot. I actually just finally was able to get my 6100 back up and running. I haven't had a drive in it for a very long time, and I thought, I want to double check a couple of things that I wanted to just kind of verify on my DOS compatibility card for the 6100. So I was able to put that back together. I've been working on that a couple days. That seems like it sucked up all of my time. I know it's a short list, but man, when you click something, you gotta wait. It took like 6 hours today to just copy a bunch of disk images back and forth. So
Blue Scuzzy, make it faster.
yeah, Blue Scuzzy's pretty great. I got a 2.0. It made the install very, very quick.
Zip, zoom.
Yeah, I've
Javier.
got one of those
I'm
Joe Blue Scuzzies right here.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
So
On
no, it's okay.
One of them
No,
blue
that was it.
scuzzy.
Yeah.
One of them Blue Scuzzies, like that right there. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
Spooky.
envious.
Oh wait, you hold on. I'm going to go last on what you're working on because I got things to talk about.
Okay.
That said, Javier, what you working on, buddy? What's in your
I'm working on a bunch of galore stuff. So one of them is 3D stuff. You know that, Joe. I've been doing a lot of little 3D things for the community. One of them is the case for the Blue Scuzzy. the new case with buttons.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like it because it has buttons, and I designed buttons in 3D. So it's cool. It's cool, and I'm happy because I'm learning more tricks. And yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A new joystick. That joystick that he has is for this. Yep.
Neat.
So they're gonna be
Aw.
reunited.
Doesn't that look really nice, everybody? Doesn't that look really nice? Do you think that's 3D printed? This is 3D printed.
I can't
Javier
get over that
modeled
it's 3D
this.
printed.
So
That's
Yeah.
good.
so modern
Look at the
keyboard
logo.
or
Got
yeah.
the logo.
So modern
It's so
joysticks
cute.
for the Apple II. That's great.
Yep. It's a replacement for this because they're getting very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to show that off, Javier. This came out of the printer. I'm like, ah!
It looks beautiful. His printer does really good job.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah,
lot
it looks,
better than
it looks
mine.
amazing.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Yes, door.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So also I got I've been working on joysticks. I've been doing some. Oh look, talking about Canadians.
Oh,
Like it's a thing.
It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
So this is a Gravis,
Yeah.
and the Gravis joysticks are very good.
Yeah.
But normally you get them, and it's shiny.
Mhm.
You get them for PC only. But guess who is converting them to
Oh yeah.
to
Apple II. Yeah.
and
Nice.
put the Gravis logo in there.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, you
Oh,
3D
wow.
printed the whole shell.
The
Yeah.
shell and put Gravis in there, so it looks
Cool.
Here,
original.
I'll make you big a doodle. Show that again.
Oh, there you go.
Gravies.
There it says Gravis.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That looks
That's-
nice, isn't it?
It's way cool.
So it looks like an original one now,
Yeah.
and it works,
does.
of course, beautifully. It's a very good joystick. If you guys want to get one, those are cheaper than the rest of them, and you can get it. I mean, you can really, if you look for like $12 on eBay for PC,
Nice.
and then you
Ooh.
just convert it real fast, and you got a great joystick.
That
$1
is
million. Okay.
That's the soon price, Joe. That's
Oh,
the soon
yes.
price. Yeah. So we got to make sure Adrian doesn't do a video on converting those joysticks, or then we will be paying $1 million a piece, and you'll have to find another joystick to make Apple II.
So
Yeah.
was Gravis a Canadian company?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And actually the original ones had like that that screw that is called there's a weird name for that screw. They had, well, this is not the one, but they got like square screws that only in Canada they invented them or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roberts.
the Robertson. Yeah,
That one, Robert.
Robertsons are freaking awesome.
they're the
They
best.
never came out. They always drive. You can't strip them.
Nope.
Yep.
They're the best. Anyway.
So anyway, that's what I'm working on, and of course this baby over here that I just did it on the on today's episode, or the reunion or the meeting with everybody. I replaced the cable for that one because it was chewed by mice. So
Mm.
Ew.
and still doesn't work, but at least it's clean and mice
He's grabbing me. Oh, wait.
mice gone.
No.
So that's it. Trina.
Way cool.
What's going on in Trina's world?
What's going on in my world is I'm waiting to find out if I got the apartment officially, and was
Let's
talking to the guy Friday, and he wants me to move in the middle of this month. And then he said, "Oh, I'll let you know either tonight or tomorrow for sure." And then I messaged him yesterday, no reply. Called him twice, phone was off. And then I got a text around supper time going, "Oh yeah, I'll let you know this week."
Okay.
So what's going on in my world? Absolute chaos right now because
Uncertainty.
Very much uncertainty because I don't know if the apartment is officially mine yet, when am I moving, or anything else. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. Non-computer related.
It's the Trina and some random people show. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, I like
Oh,
that.
Canada. Okay.
I like that name. That's a great name. Yeah, Peanut and some random people show. That's great.
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
So-
So, are you wearing both hats at the same time? Anyway,
Uh,
so Joe, what's going on in Joe's world?
Oh, but
Um,
if I haven't. Once I do move to
oh, you're not done
wherever,
yet. I'm sorry.
I'm not quite done yet. Yeah.
I
Okay.
apologize. I thought you were done.
That's okay.
I am super sorry. I really am. Please continue.
No, it's okay.
We're gonna compensate by doing that.
I'll sell you my house. Okay, thanks, Jeremy. I'll take your house. Done. I have $20 here somewhere. Will that cover it? But once I do move, then I'm gonna have some retro computers that I'll be actually adding to my own collection because I'll actually have room for them. So
Yay.
looking forward to that. Hopefully, I'll have something from Marcintosh from the lovely Garth Beagle, who I don't think is in the chat yet. At least I haven't seen him. But... And then also from Everything is Broken Garage, Ryan is sending me a PC. So that I'll be putting DOS on. It's a 386, and I'm just installing DOS on, Justin. It's the only plan I have for it. So
Cool.
okay, go ahead, Joe.
I apologize again. I thought you were
okay.
done.
No.
I have this really bad inability to recognize social cues. It's a thing of mine. I apologize.
Hey, you and me both. It's all good.
Yay!
Yeah, you're not alone.
Anyway, what's going on in Joe's world? Well, first off, I will say that my day job has sucked lately.
Oh.
Our company is the day job company, very small company, 6 employees. That is now 3 employees. Imagine managing 2,000 deployed computers with only 3 people. And you can kind of, it's going to be crazy for a couple weeks until we get some people. So if you're in the central Ohio area and you're in information technology, most specifically, or if you're just in the beginnings of such a career, doing managed services, computer repair, anything like that, and want to start by helping us answer phones, and run interference so the rest of us can get caught up on our stuff so that we can then actually train you properly, and then give me a shout.
Joe, before you move too far ahead, I want to go
Yes.
ahead. I want to maybe interview here real fast, and you
Sure.
can kind of give me an evaluation of my customer service skills. So,
Where do you see yourself?
Ghostbusters, what do you want? Is that
You're
any
hired.
good?
So Joe,
You should be hired.
where I don't officially know where I'm moving, I could move down there and take the job.
Hey,
You-
if you got
you could
if you got a
sponsor.
passport and can get your work visa, head on down.
Okay.
Sure. So this last week has been just an absolute crap show. Other than that, what is Joe working on? So things first, I have a box of stuff from Javier back here that I'm supposed to do stuff for him. Javier, I don't remember what's in the box. Can you remind everybody what you sent me?
Bunch of cards.
A bunch of cards. That's right. There's another thing in that box he sent me that I'm supposed to be copying, but a PAL chip from a Franklin Ace 2000. But the problem is the thing I need to build to copy it requires this really crazy tool chain and a Linux virtual machine and a whole bunch of junk, because the guy who designed it presumes that you are a programmer by your day job and you dream in Python. And so the instructions on GitHub are unclear, chopped off hand. So yeah. So that hasn't happened yet. But the big thing that I want to mention, if I haven't already mentioned it already 14,000 times in the past 2 weeks, Blue Scuzzy version 2 is here, baby. And what you're looking at right now is the help of my friend to my right here, Javier Rivera. He has been helping me do a design update for the DB25 case. So this is based on the original case by Androta. And Javier's just been helping me iterate through it and make it pretty. But Blue SCSI version 2 is super awesome. Like 8 times faster than version 1, using brand new technology with a much greater upgrade path capability for it. Insano fast. You could put a Pi Pico W in it for wireless, and maybe we'll do something with the wireless feature in the future.
Ooh.
Maybe. Change CD images on the fly. Hot swap the SD card. Okay. Be able to take files off the root of the SD card and import them into your Mac. Okay. All of those features can be yours. And you know what? Same price as version 1.
Yep.
Slightly more expensive on the kit. And that's because we pre-solder the surface mount stuff on the kit for you because there's too much of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, oh my gosh. Crazy awesomeness.
I meant to ask this morning, are the pre-builts the same then? Or are they more money as well? Like if I was to get you to build one for me.
Yes, the pre-builds are the exact same price from V1 to V2.
Okay.
Some of us, depending on what stock levels are going to be when we get our V1s in stock or our V2s in stock, some of us are going to be reducing our price on our V1s to flush stock. So you're going to have the opportunity to get a V1 for insano cheap if you really need one too. So I can't speak for all of the other vendors, but that's basically been the scuttlebutt that we're kind of talking about in the vendor space. I have
2 words for y'all.
Yeah.
Stock up.
Yeah.
Stock up.
I've got plenty of V1s that I need to get rid of. So, yeah. So there's going to be lots and lots of V1s out there. Somebody asked very, very awesomely, I think it was Scarlett, the CUDA thing, asked, when will these be back in stock? So we did a preliminary run just before Lunar New Year so that we could actually get some boards and get them out in people's hands of the super fans, the early adopters. We had about 90 of those, and those sold out basically day one. Day one, I have 16. I sold 12 of my 16 like that, and I'm holding the other like 4 in reserve for emergencies or whatever. And they're gone. However, now that Lunar New Year has passed and everybody in China is back to work, because I don't blame them for wanting to take 2 weeks off. I mean, we do that here,
Right.
all of the time, so it's perfectly fine. Production is now underway. I put in my order for 120 desktops, 120 DB25s, and 30 PowerBook versions. And I should have those in approximately 14 days. So we should all have our stock back up in the next couple of weeks. And then it's going to be V2 City, baby. So very, very super soon. General availability. Other than that, that's been my world for the past couple of weeks. So that's what's going on in Joe's world. Brain just reset there for a second. Sorry.
Rebooting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do want to say that Javier has been doing a really good job with this redesign. It's the first design is kind of like Androta's design was like, I'm not knocking him. But it was kind of flimsy, and it was basically designed, let's get this out the door and have an option. Yeah. And that was perfectly fine. And then Javier, using his crazy, I don't know, he was trained to design things, I guess. I guess that's a thing. You can be artistic in your brain. I don't know. He's done a really super good job on this. So I did want to note that. That's been another thing. You can probably hear my printer back here. I've just been kicking out prototype after prototype and testing it. And so lots of thanks to Javier. Once this is done, I'm going to offer this back to the rest of the Blue SCSI team, and it might become the official case. We'll see.
So, Joe, there's a question in the chat. Has anyone had any luck working, has anyone had any luck with them working on a Spark?
That is a very good question. So my response to that would be, I have not personally heard of anybody even trying it on a Spark station, so I can't answer that. What I will say, though, is if you have a Zulu SCSI RP2040, the newest Zulu SCSI, and it works on a Spark, this will work on a Spark because this is based on that same code base. we just took that, by we I mean Eric. We took that code base and then added all of the Blue SCSI specific features, updates, the toolbox, the CD changing. A lot of bug fixes and performance improvements were put into this. By the way, faster than Zulu Skelly because of SCSI.
I
And
think
Bob,
Amiga works. Yeah.
and Bob Darlington just said I can test. So
Bob, it's interesting you mentioned that, because as soon as I get some extra stock, I'm going to be just sending you one. You're just going to have one, because Bob Darlington, if people don't know, Bob is an absolute legend in the Apple II community. Bob Darlington has a homemade pick and place machine. So I'm going to see if he has the ability to pick and place build these, and then we could, I don't know, build boards in the United States and not have to like have them shipped halfway across the planet. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, yep. Absolutely. So that's what's going on in Joe's world.
I just checked the Blue SCSI wiki, and there are some notes about Spark, but I think they have to do with the Blue SCSI V1. So,
yeah. So yeah, it's just like if anybody out there has a Spark station and they want to test it, all of us in the community are really happy to just send out test units. I mean, we can't literally hand them out like Picard hands out Ruskin flutes, but does anybody get that reference?
I'm still waiting on mine.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So.
I mean, it's I got it. I ordered it like 22 minutes ago, but it feels like 50 years.
Come on, man.
Joe.
Chop,
Come
chop.
on, Joe. That was for you.
Chop,
I am
Joe.
not Amazon.
Why not?
No, the
No, I get-
Resican
no, I-
flute. The
yeah, I
Resican
get the
flute.
I get
Okay,
the
good,
joke.
good,
I get the
good.
joke.
yeah.
Yeah, I get the joke. And it's
Good.
25 minutes.
Oh, it was 25 minutes? Was
Yeah,
that how long? He
you're
was
not
under?
a good Trekkie. You're not a Trekkie.
I haven't
you don't
seen
know,
it.
You
I
know,
haven't seen
and
it
what was the
recently.
episode
How
number?
have
And
you-
who was the director?
it was episode number 500. The director's name was. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I know
Jeff.
too much Star Trek?
It was Jiff.
No, it's fine.
Jiff.
Jiff.
Seriously though, sidetrack. Yeah, that episode, one of the best episodes of Star Trek or science fiction ever made.
Yeah, it's really great.
Period. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on. So anybody have any other things they want to talk about what they've been working on lately? Cool stuff. Any cool stuff?
I repaired a gaming machine in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's I was there for that this
Yeah.
evening. That was super awesome. And like I was telling Trina, reseat all the cards, turn it on, watch it boot, turn it off, bill $80 and kick it out the door.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
exactly what's going to happen. I'll be calling the guy tomorrow afternoon going, okay, so your desktop's ready. I'll be home around blah. Come pick it up. Take it away.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Easy
Oh,
peasy.
I just got a sad. If you move down here, Trina, to take that job, you're going to have to change your domain name and get rid of the .ca. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh.
but here's something that Eric mentioned. Eric's Edge mentioned. It's a phone job. You can do that kind of.
You can do it
anywhere.
remotely. That's right.
Yeah.
To reply to Scarlett the 480 Kuda, no, that episode with the binars is 11001001. Yes, I memorized it. Yes, I'm freaking crazy. Moving on. Cool. So now we're in that wonderful section of recent gets about cool new toys that we've got that we want to talk about. And let's start again with our wonderful guest, Justin. What new cool toys do you have?
Well, the first and newest cool toy that I have is the Blue SCSI V2.
Oh.
I know. I was glad to get one of those. And I have it in my fastest Mac, and it blows the V1 out of the water in that Mac.
Nice.
That Mac is actually, it's a LC475. That is my fastest Mac,
Mm-hmm.
and I can actually get 4 megabytes a second out of that, which I think saturates the SCSI bus on that
Yeah.
computer.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Me once.
So,
Mhm.
yep, I tried it in a couple other LCs. The V1 will work totally fine in the older LCs, but 475, yes, that is definitely worth putting my V2 in.
And quick aside, the V1 is not going anywhere. We're going to continue to support it. We're going to continue to backport any updates we designed for this back to the V1 where the V1 can actually do the thing. So the V1's not being dropped as a product or anything. It's just this is so much better that the V1 is almost just going to be given out to the community as effectively as a completely open source freebie after we unload the stock. So anyway, go on, Justin. Sorry.
So that's my newest get. I also have a ThinkPad from Trina that I haven't opened it yet because it's actually going to be in my next episode of Channel Surprise. So I'm holding an unboxing because
Supplies.
I know, surprise. So I'm going to do another episode because I'm hoping to get a few more things before the end of the month so that I can justify making an episode of Channel Surprise because my birthday comes later this month. Hint, hint.
Yay! Happy birthday. How
Yes,
old are
thank
you?
you. Oh,
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, well, I'm still 41. My birthday hasn't happened yet.
Well, I'm
But it
saying
will
it now
happen.
in case I forget.
When is your birthday?
I'm just going to say the end of the month.
What is
Okay.
the
the
exact
30th.
date? Where were you born?
Oh,
What is
39.
your mom's
Yeah,
maiden
right.
name? And what are the last four digits
Justin,
of the Social
it's your
Security?
birthday.
If you wish me a happy birthday, like in the last couple days of the month, you'll be close enough.
Okay,
I'll
He
just
was
put it that
born
way.
on February 29th, so he's technically only 4 years old.
right?
Actually, I was not born on a leap year, so
Okay,
no.
that's fine.
No, I'm being vague just because of social media, not
No.
because of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
trying
get
to
it.
dodge your question. I just
No, it's fine.
Oh, there's
people will
Guard.
figure it out,
I'll
but
just-
I'm just going to
What I'll
make
do
them.
for the last week of February is just keep going happy birthday. And one of those days
Just
will be
every
right.
day for
Yeah,
like a
And,
month.
and one of
Yeah.
those days,
Yeah.
I will let my shields down, and you'll call my bluff and realize it's my actual birthday. Yep, I know. It'll probably happen. But anyways, I'm trying to think of what else I've recently. Oh, and I bought a whole bunch of peripheral cards for IBM compatible computers.
It's a special kind of disease, isn't it?
Yes, so now for when I work on these PCs, I have parallel cards, I have serial cards, I have multi-IO cards, I have video cards. I have video cards that will not work in Windows 98. There's another sore spot.
Stop
I've
using
got-
Windows.
I know. Well, this is a Pentium 2 system, and I actually will
no.
be playing Windows games
I
on
dropped
it.
things
Okay.
off.
But anyways, yeah, I bought a whole bunch of peripheral cards recently. Too many to name for various systems, so it's a disease. I have it. And I have an LC3. That was a recent get. I did show it off on Dave's Vintage Apple Tech a couple weeks ago. I have ultrasonically cleaned it so that the electrolyte doesn't continue to eat the board.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that and the 475 are my Marcintosh projects. I just realized, I gave those away. Oh well.
What? I don't know a word you said. Nobody scroll back.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to edit that out of the stream.
I'm going to use my nebulizer. Oh, there! Everyone just forgot what I said.
Oh, neuralizer.
Joe, denebulize Joe. Oh no! Joe has been totally nebulized.
Oh,
Oh,
my
I feel
God.
so bad. Oh, and my other recent get was a special edition Joe holographic sticker with googly eyes on it, just like the one Joe has. Yes. So
Everything's fine. I'm not breaking into the bank.
yes,
JCM-1.com.
I know
I'm still
technically that's
waiting for mine.
Javier, yours is in the box, buddy.
Jeez.
I just need to send the box back.
so.
Oh, that's funny.
I
Oh,
think
Speaking
that's
of-
pretty much
speaking
everything
of
I've
merch-
lately acquired.
And speaking of merch, sorry, Justin, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh.
Javier should come up with his candles again for some of us who don't have one.
Ooh, you're right.
ooh.
I need to talk. We'll talk, Trina.
Okay,
We will
sounds
talk.
good.
That's right.
Right, I need the candle for when I'm working on these old computers that I'm going to be getting. So,
It works mostly for retrobrighting purposes, but
okay.
hold on, wait. So, wait. Okay, there. Okay, there we go. So now we've got both in the shot. Nice.
Nice.
Well, I'm feeling left out, so instead I'll just
You put a rubber
grab
duck
a
on.
random prop off my
There
desk.
you go. There you go.
It's my debugging duck.
I got some brown filament for the Apple III CGA adapter, and I just did that as a test to be funny, and then I painted it, and it usually sits upstairs in the kitchen, right above the sink.
Oh
She's
wait,
just sitting there watching you.
that just
I
reminds
used
me.
it to prop in a video recently.
I need to print one of those. I need it.
That reminds me.
Thingiverse.com. Just
Eric.
go to thingiverse.com and look for poop emoji, and you'll find it.
Eric Wrangle.
I just remembered. I have one other recent get.
Oh,
I've disassembled it, which is why it wants to fall apart. But
Ooh,
the brown filament reminded me I have a bread bin,
nice.
so I got to make some repairs to it, which is why I have it
Nice.
apart. I think this is one of the long. They call this a longboard, I think.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I need to make a replacement PLA for it, but
They
Oh,
have
yeah.
those out there now. Like it's like a
I've
microcontroller type of
ordered the
thing.
boards. I've ordered the gals. I have a programmer that can program gals. I'm going to build one. I forget what they call the project.
Brainwashing.
Yeah, something like that. It's like the
Those
replacement
poor gals.
PAL that
Right?
uses 2 gals, and I'll be doing that, but not for Marchintosh, of course. That would be silly.
You guys saw my emergency medical hologram
Yes.
doodad, right? I need.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I need to.
The mobile
sorry, I'm holding it upside down.
mobile
Oh,
emitter.
So terrible. Yeah. I gotta finish those up one of these
So
days.
who here follows Robert Picardo on all the social medias? The guy's a hoot.
I follow him on Twitter.
Who here
He's
was in
awesome.
a movie with Robert Picardo?
Oh, that's it.
Hey, wait a minute. 7 Degrees of Robert Picardo. I'm on a podcast with Ron, who starred with Robert Picardo. Yes, 2 degrees.
Yes.
Sorry, my inner Trek just came out.
That's
Mhm.
okay.
Yes.
Take this, buddy.
It's like this.
Take this.
I could care less about 7 degrees of bacon. It's all about
It's much
the,
tastier, though.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
much taste.
You got to remember, if it's done in the pan, it's overcooked on the plate. Just saying.
Moving on, Trino. What's your recent new toys?
Well, I was kind of showing this before, but so on the retro
Okay, you get a Spanded Eagle.
Maccast, they were talking about coffee mugs,
Hmm.
and so I went on eBay and found this for $20.
Nice.
And like
Beautiful.
$13 shipping or something. And it's
Wisconsin.
authorized Apple reseller since 1979. I was about to say 1799.
Well, it's
And then on the back, it has
Computer
the
World.
Computer World, yeah, with the
Nice.
phone number.
cool.
So that's my most recent get, really, because as I said, I'm trying to move, so I'm not trying to get
Mhm.
anything right now.
Yeah.
So
Tell us about your Star Trek plate.
my Star Trek. Oh, I've had that for years and years and years.
Hmm.
It was something I got out of a Star Trek magazine.
Hmm.
You-
Yeah,
you
like
sent
the
them- you
Franklin
sent them a
Mint
check.
did a lot
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
Send in your check with your
Hmm.
money, and
Occasionally, those pop up on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm always like, better not. I'm like, oh, I'd love to. No, better, probably not.
no, Eric, I have not tried calling the number, but I've debated on changing my number to this number.
What's the
because
number again? Read me the number. It's 414 what?
7239547.
And the best part is the area code in Toronto is 416. So it wouldn't take much to actually change my number to this number.
Computer World? Yeah, sure.
Like the 7 digits part of it, obviously. And then I'll just answer Computer World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
why not? I don't know that it's still an active number, but that's interesting. You mostly just get old ads and stuff for Computer World.
For sure.
414.
Just call it real fast, Joe. See
not
if
gonna
they
call it during the
answer.
Oh,
stream.
come on.
Well, why not? Just you don't have
Hold
to have
on.
it on speaker, but you could just be like, "Oh, it's a dry cleaner now."
Hold on. I'm going to put them on speakerphone and actually call them 414.
Oh, boy.
I'm actually gonna do
These
this.
these
Oh,
poor
boy.
doxed people. It is some grandma. It's the grandma that Dave got all those computers from.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up my speaker. Long distance charges may apply. Yeah.
Wait, no, why do you have it on speaker? Because you don't know what it's going to say.
Please check the number and try again.
Oh,
Trina, did you put a 1? Did you put a 1 in front of it?
Oh, I don't have to. It always gives me that warning and then tries to connect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but apparently the number is no longer in service.
Oh, that is a damn shame. Because now,
now I gotta
get that number.
I gotta log into my portal standby. I've got this. Okay.
Now Trina can get a voice over IP line and try to get that phone number.
That's what I was thinking.
What do you think I'm logging into right now?
Computer World.
Right?
Computer World, as seen on the Retro Repair Roundup.
I actually do have a land phone. So that can actually work.
Oh, God.
Hold on for a sec. I'm going to just turn off
You should just set up a BBS at that number, Trina.
I'm going to grab I'm going to grab that phone so I can show that off. Just 1 second.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God she's gone.
I know, Garth. It could be like when Steve Jobs dialed Starbucks from was it Macworld or WWDC? It's like, yeah, I would like 5,000 lattes. Just kidding.
Oh, God.
Trade Center. I don't know.
I'd like to know what that barista thought for that split second when they thought this was a serious 5,000 coffee
so let me
order.
guess. Is this Icy Wiener again, or who's placing the order?
What was that number again?
This is the phone, the Commodore phone.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, Trina, are you keeping up with your phone? Because your phone is keeping up with you.
What's that phone number again, Trina? 414 what?
Yeah, 733-9547.
8675309, Joe.
Yep.
I love how we've totally diverted it to let's find this phone number.
Why can't this just be fun, Trina? Why can't this just be fun?
I can't get any. I can't get any 733 numbers through my.
You suck.
We sell VoIP service at work, so I was just.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All my trust in you.
Real shame.
Jeez.
well, we'll just have to blame the North America numbering plan.
Shame.
Nampa!
Yeah.
Currently administered by Lockheed Martin of all companies. Anyway, Ron,
Yeah.
what'd you get recently? What's your toys?
Oh, actually, I went down the rabbit hole because I've been working on that 6360 for seemingly like my entire adult life, and I finally kind of figured out what I'm going to do for a long or sort of permanent storage for it, and it really just comes down to one of those SD to IDE adapters that just seems to work really well on all of those IDE Macs. I'm working on a project right now where maybe making it easier to add a SCSI hard drive to one of those machines, but we shall see how that goes. But recent gets, I finally got some replacement. If they were right here in reach, I would just reach over. Oh no, they are here. Sorry. These were harder to get than you think. And these may be the last two of these just in existence. I don't know. But from our good friend Herb, where you can order Macintosh parts, these are two, and he's like, I don't know, they're pretty zombied. But I think they're in pretty good shape. These are drive doors for 9600s.
Cool.
Or bay covers for 9600s. And these are just tough because they're like, that is just the thinnest of plastics and stuff.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I wonder if those would 3D model well.
They might. I'm certainly, my plan is to scan them because again, I think I paid kind of an arm and a leg for these, but I have a 9600 that has a couple of bays on the front. Like it had a like a a zip drive, which I don't intend to use, and it also had some other type of like a LS120, or not an LS120, sorry, but like a jazz drive that I don't intend to use either. So I wanted to just cover those bays up and make this look nice. So I've got the other bays, but now I need these to kind of make it look nice. So that's really like my high dollar get recently, just because again you can't get them otherwise.
So those are original. They're not 3D printed. Then.
No, those are originals.
Yeah, you should 3D print them.
Yeah, I finally got Steve to send me his base for his power CD. So the plan is to scan that for people that just want to display their Apple. I mean, ain't nobody using them in 2023. I mean, they didn't work when they were new, but everybody has lost the base. So it's kind of nice to have. And then as soon as Javier kind of finishes his work on the filament, maybe we can print some nice little bases for people. They can display their power CDs.
Sure.
If you don't know what power CD is, it was a Philips collaboration with Apple back when Apple was doing what they called Mac-like things, which included like a line of speakers and cameras and all kinds of other things that didn't really fit into Apple's normal kind of product line. But
Bye, Ryan.
Sleep well, Ryan.
Yeah. But the whole thing is just everybody. Like Philips made a couple of different versions of it, but the only people that made a base where you could easily kind of hook it up to a computer was Apple. So
yeah.
Yep. So the plan is to get that rolling too. One of these days.
Cool. Javier,
Oh.
what toys do you got, sir?
I'm looking at it right now. My friend, local friend, Jose Luis, I think his name. No, not Jose Luis. I forgot his name. Anyway, I'm such a great
A
friend.
really close friend, yeah.
It's Jose, but I don't want to say Jose Luis. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Jose Maria. Sorry, Jose Maria. He kindly got an Apple III from a guy nearby from Boca Raton, and he got 2 monitors, and he gave me one of them because he knew that I had an Apple III. So I'm like, beep. But the thing is that it came from a place that it was crawling with mice. His Apple III actually had like mice stuff, so I was like,
Yes, the Apple IIIs are absolutely known for things wanting to live inside them.
So he had to
Mice know high dollar real estate when they see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So this one came with a cable chewed, by mice. So
Right.
it stayed outside for a couple of days, with a lot of alcohol, and I was cleaning and doing things over there.
That sounds
So-
like a great weekend. Staying
It was
outside
in-
with lots of alcohol. Yeah.
Hey,
It
Trina.
was an
Yeah,
Apple,
it was not the kind of alcohol that
How
would
you
like
doing?
So it was an Apple III bed and breakfast.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh,
Those mice
boy.
got in there and they're like, there ain't a GD Apple in this whole place.
Right.
That is false advertising. Also,
Yeah. But maybe that happened because this doesn't work. So,
yeah.
I mean,
But it
it's
smells
probably-
amazing. It
the
smells
money-
amazing.
But you know what? This is the one that has a little thing on top of it. The
Yeah,
veil,
it's got the anti-glare.
Oh.
Yeah,
that thing, and it's complete. It doesn't have.
Fabric.
Normally, they're all broken.
yeah. Well,
this-
when I was in school, I was like scratching the shit out of that with a pencil.
Yeah, no. So that's why I'm amazed that it's complete. It was all filthy, but I've been cleaning. So,
Mhm.
Clean wise is perfect. The problem, I gotta make it work now. So,
Anybody that has one of those that has like pencil marks or ink marks or anything like that on it, it's not bonded to the display. You can actually pull.
Just peel it.
You could just take the CRT out, and
Yeah.
it just comes right off the front. You can launder it.
Did
yeah.
you?
And I heard that you can take a silk for woman
Pantyhose type of thing.
Mhm.
pantyhose, yeah, and you can put it in there.
Yeah,
Hey,
But for those
recreate.
who have them that are really messed up, We have paint.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh!
Joe, that's the corner of your desk, Joe.
Ow.
Sorry, Joe.
Ow! That hurts!
Oh.
So have you opened up the monitor? Have you?
Yeah, I opened it up, cleaned up. Actually, it was pretty clean on the inside. Thank God.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it didn't get any mice inside, and I just
Right.
replaced. The monitor is beautiful.
Mhm.
Oh.
I was going to say
Yeah.
there's not a lot of places for like mice to
Exactly.
get inside
Nice to
those.
get in,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of good.
Other
And,
other buggies, yeah.
I replaced the little feet, so they're brand new,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it looks nice. I just need it to work. It shines and stuff.
It's a little too bright.
But where is it? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Another thing that I got is, and I'm gonna be showing it later, but I got my
Big screen time! Boom.
Oh, the was.
That
The
is
same
the
guy
best.
back there. It's here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The was himself in both sides.
Yeah. And what's it say in the middle?
Oh, it says Apple 2GS.
Oh, that's cool.
Where did you get that at?
Guess where? You gotta wait a second. So
Hold
for
on, he's
that
gotta bring it
question
up.
to be answered.
Okay.
And it's going to be not this. This.
There we go.
Ah, okay.
APTs.
Nice.
But anyway, moving on. Oh, and just I got a typewriter. Just this is not tech, but my daughter asked me for a typewriter. So
It's tech enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's technically technology, right?
yeah, it is actually.
I mean, if it's
Pencils
rocky,
are
you can
technically
beat something with
technology.
it. It's
I'm gonna show you
technology.
the cover only because it's really heavy,
Mhm.
but
Who
it's
makes
a
it? Smith
beautiful
Corona?
Make
Okay.
them big
Yeah, I
again,
took you
Joe.
out of the solo too fast. Stand
Yeah.
by.
Smith Corona. Heavy as hell,
Is it is it electric or?
electric.
Yeah. Okay.
And it wasn't working, so I asked that. I'm just saying it because I asked several people in the group about it because I couldn't make it work, and finally it automatically worked. By chance. I don't know what happened. It just hummed like ooh, it makes a noise normally like that. So it's
Wait. Is it haunted?
Ooh.
Because if it's like ooh, then it's probably haunted.
Oh,
Ron, those are Cheerios.
Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh.
Anyway, it started working, and I'm all excited, and I'm almost done with it. It's
Nice.
good. It's cool. I like it because it has the keys. Okay, make me big. I'll show you real fast.
All right, you twisted my arm.
Look at the keys.
I know. They look very familiar.
Wow.
Oh, those are chonk. Chonk keys.
Yeah.
Half
They
space.
almost like the Apple II keys. They look so close.
Almost.
Yeah.
They also got like a kind of a Commodore feel to them, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean,
Neat.
I love that keyboard. So
All right, hit
It's
the
a
bell.
Space-O-matic.
Hit the bell for us.
Ooh.
yeah,
Ding.
it's heavy. And I've been doing 3D things. Jeremy sent me this little piece that it's a weird thing. I don't even know what it is for. I think it's for a Macintosh, and it's a racket or something.
Are those the clips that hold a board in on one of the Power Macintosh models?
Maybe.
I think?
Yeah,
Maybe
a processor or the
So,
processor card
it's
anchor.
3D printed now already, and I mean,
Jeremy's in the
it's
chat. Maybe he can tell us what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
yeah, let us
Jeremy,
know.
tell us what it
So-
is.
So yeah, anyway, it's done. He has it, the file, and I'm gonna send these back because I don't need them. And so I'm doing also those things, 3D.
So does
Um,
does your daughter collect typewriters? You're saying
Well,
this was for your daughter.
That's a funny thing, that's between youngsters. It's a new trend that they are beginning to do. Oh yeah, PowerPC 7200. They are using typewriters for like relaxing stuff. They type, and that relaxes them, and so.
My
it's
mom would
weird.
have my mom who was a secretary for about 50 years would have an argument with you on that one before she retired.
I'm telling you, that's what. I can say, yeah, but I say a normal one, and she say no, I want an electric one because they are nicer feeling, and I just want to type in it, and it's therapeutic. That's the word that she say. So
Okay.
it relaxes them. I'm like, okay, well, whatever you want.
Lies.
So
Lies.
K-Mac has a question down there.
K-Mac, what? Where? What?
Last comment.
Hold the 7100 board in those case fee. Is the file public as a need to print some?
Jeremy, can I make it public? Let me know, because he's the one who provided this. But I suppose, yeah. I'll put it on. Yeah, I'll send him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Ooh, they work for many of the 7000 series machines.
Cool.
Oh, and
Yep,
Jeremy
go
said
ahead.
go
You
ahead.
have permission. Yay! Cool. Anything else? Any other toys you got, Javier?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Cool. I wanted to talk about my cool toys that I got, which was this wonderful care package from Ron's Computer Videos.
Oh, yeah.
He sent me all these cool little tidbits. The little battery Sabo things for the Mac 2s. There are certain Mac 2s that require the 2 batteries.
Where are mine?
And then the
I
single
thought I sent you
battery
some.
one.
Ooh,
Which
nice.
I have a machine I want to put this in. I don't remember which one of it is. I have one of my machines that needs a battery. So that's going to go in there because the CR2032s don't explode. So, yeah. And of course, the infamous chip launcher, version 3 this time in purple.
Nice.
Because
Ooh, very
version
nice.
1 was designed wrong because Joe told Ron the wrong thing and he put the wrong chip in it.
So Ron, just a question for you: is your
Sure.
favorite color purple?
No, I just like that Whoopi Goldberg movie. That might be an esoteric joke. I don't know.
No, I got it.
Okay, good. I just I'd gone through, and I think the other ones I printed were just green, and I just wanted to make sure there was absolutely like a difference with the
No,
new
it's
revision.
it's funny because like the packaging is purple, the board is purple. So I'm like, is Ron's favorite color purple? 'Cause it's mine. So
I think that's what he's laughing at. I'm not sure.
We'll see. I'm trying. We're trying to get.
I'm waiting for V4 so that it can just go right to the sun. Although Joe told us earlier during Dave's stream that
It is
it's more.
surprisingly hard to hit the sun. It is.
mhm.
Gravity is weird.
It's easier for the sun to come to you than it is for you to go to the sun.
You just got to wait 5 billion years.
Mhm.
5 billion years and the sun is all yours.
It'll be sunfront property all across the U.S.
Oh, and Javier, Will wants to know if it's okay if he messages you on Discord.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
And if in 2 billion years or that many, it's going to be very good for retro writing.
It will be.
Well,
You won't have to worry about because all of the polymers will be turned into their constituent atoms.
yeah. Well, it's good to know we have V3 of that board out because I have an RGB to HDMI
Sweet.
that could certainly use one.
Well, great. Justin, I will make myself a note to get you one
Excellent.
in the mail to you.
Because I want to put one on one of my SEs so I can stream from it when necessary.
It's actually interesting. He says Fusion 4 will get you to the Andromeda Galaxy. Actually, the Andromeda Galaxy will merge with our galaxy before our sun explodes.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert!
Yeah.
Jeez.
We have
I'm
Bill
a
Nye the
science nerd.
Yeah,
So
we have Bill Nye the Science Guy and Joe the Science Nerd.
Joe.
Joe the
Spoiler, that's what you are.
Go, Joe. Go, Joe.
Hey, knowledge is power, and knowing is half the battle. GI me.
Yeah.
There you go.
What type of machine are you going to put yours in, JDM?
An SE.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, whenever you get ready to do that, just let me know because I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same thing on my SE back here. So I've got like a real machine, and I bought the Tech Select version of the whatever the RGB 2 HDMI, which is really nice. It's on like a cool board and stuff. So, but once you get your stuff tweaked out, just let me know what your settings are. I'd love to.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Collaborate.
I I gotta also order a replacement power supply for my SE.
Oh.
I found on Tindy someone who's done a adapter board
Oh, nice.
for, and then I'm gonna get one of those little Pico ATX power supplies
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
because
Yep.
I have two SEs. They're both doing the same thing. They've got the Sony power supplies, which are supposed to be the best,
Right.
but both of these Sony power supplies are overdriving the 12-volt power
Oh.
to like 12.7, 12.8 volts,
Ah,
and
that's
it's
probably
actually
fine.
affecting the video signal.
Oh, wow.
The monitor, like
yeah.
the monitor's overdriven, and
Mhm.
I cannot figure. I don't think I can fix
Just
the power
put a
supplies.
gigantic 5-watt, 100 ohm resistor in series with the 12-volt rail. You'll be fine. You also have to mount like a heatsink and a fan to it, but
Justin, how are you
Or-
going to do the video out on your mod? Are you going to like just make a DB9 shaped hole in the back of your SE case?
I actually have a Blue Scuzzy mounted in the expansion slot, so I'm going to see if I can't somehow
Dismounted.
put my poor 3D modeling skills to the test and shift it
Javier!
over and create a
Javier.
space for one.
we have a job for you.
Or
Cool.
No
I'll
worries.
hit Javier up and see if I can't
We need to throw
convince
money
Javier
at this
to
man.
help
Call
the
me.
community out. 'Cause I'm
He
sure there's
has
more-
made more 3D models for the community in the past couple of months than just anybody. Just
I like how Joe's
random.
going through some sort of time dilation.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh, am I having like?
Okay, I see there's a couple comments in the chat because apparently apparently my comments have spurred the audience. Oh yeah, RGB to HDMI 1-bit Fever Dreams hasn't done that yet. So well, I guess I'll be
He did
embarking
a,
on
he
a
did a
brave
classic
new
one and a plus though, because that's how he does his stream, his classic.
I
match
think they'll be
streams.
very close. I think the SE's very close to those. So I'm hoping to start with like settings that are available for that
Yeah.
are already out there for the
Mhm.
other compact Macs and dial them in.
Yeah.
Jeremy's suggesting a Meanwell power supply, but I think for the SE, the Pico ATX will generate more than enough power. I don't think I need to go as far as a Meanwell. Plus, the solution I found mounts in existing places on the analog board, so it'll be an easy install
Hey Sean.
as opposed to trying to like squeeze a Meanwell in. Because one
Okay,
thing, the
the,
SE, the SEs trap heat, so I want to keep it
The
cool in
stream
there.
is officially cursed because Sean is here.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And and 1-bit Fever Dreams was asking about which RGB to HDMI I have. I actually do have one of the Tech Select ones, but this one here is actually one that I got from, was it the Retro Hack Shack? So it's the one that just mounts on a Raspberry Pi.
Here, I'll make you big. Show everybody.
So
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
so yeah, it'll mount to the Raspberry Pi Zero.
Now I
Sweet.
bought mine at the Retro Hack Shack. I'm saying it incorrectly as well. And I think if you buy that board, it will have everything you need to do digital stuff, but it doesn't have the analog occupied. Like he only puts one header on based on when you buy it. So make sure you might take a look at it real fast just to make sure that it has the one. It's not like YM whatever.
Yeah, I'll double check it.
Okay, because if you have it and it's soldered, you've got the wrong one soldered in. If you just message them, they'll send you a new header, and you can just solder the other one on. It's only 4 pins, so it's not like a huge deal.
So, because I wasn't sure how exactly I was going to install the RGB to HDMI, and I obviously don't want to install my Tech Select one in the SE because I have
Yeah.
other computers that need it.
Yeah,
But
I'm-
that's why I got this, so that if I did need to make it the cleanest, if I needed to actually install it in the SE to make things look the cleanest, I'm willing to put that in the SE.
I need a D9, a DB9 mounted somewhere that I could just plug a cable into that and then into the
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can get Javier to help us out with like a Blue Scuzzy plus DB9.
Just
fit in the
remodel the
expansion slot.
entire back of the SE and add some knockout ports on the back, like the 2GS, so you can just put in whatever you want.
That way
That
we
solve
can
a lot of people's problems.
That way we can remove our micro SD card to make changes to the image, and
Yeah.
plug in our RGB to HDMI on the DB9. That'd be great.
The question then is Mac Effects still in the chat? Because
Yeah.
you've got to mark it, buddy.
Mhm.
Rerun these cases, but with an update to the back panels.
Just generic beige plastic. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but yet it's got knockouts in the back for all these add-ons and doodads and stuff that people do. Some DB9, DB25
That's
connect.
the plastic color.
Oh boy.
And then,
Or-
and then maybe we should get them to partner with Action Retro for the Cursed series.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. It's like weird rainbow. It's like it's made of plastic of whatever they had left in the vats or in the injection system. So it's just this marbled, disgusting mess. And then what we'll do, we'll have them throw in little googly eyes in the mold. It'll just be like, "Grr."
And RGB. Don't forget, if it's the Action Retro Cursed series, it has to have
Oh, no.
lots of RGB.
Yes. Cool. Oh my gosh, I lost the notes. Where are the show notes? Oh my, there they are. Cool.
Oh, phew.
So
Crisis averted.
normally at this point we would have a topic of the week, but because Joe didn't plan or schedule this stream until about 2:45 this afternoon, we have absolutely nothing to talk about other than what we've been talking about. So
I've got a great topic.
I propose a new thing.
Oh,
Let's
no.
talk
Ron?
about.
Ron said he had a topic.
I got a great topic.
Yeah, go. Okay, go. Sorry, I
the-
cut you off.
The idea that the hobby is somehow in trouble based
What?
on
What?
yes, the idea that the hobby is somehow in trouble based on the number of new people joining the hobby.
That's
it is
trouble.
somehow that this idea that the hobby needs to be gatekept in some way because newer people are getting in and it is kind of affecting prices on a lot of hardware and things like that. So just people's opinions on that. Because
bullshit.
I know
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
I love the more the merrier.
The
right.
hobby is not in trouble. Things like this, you've got like waxes and wanes. It grows, but then sometimes it'll shrink back because they'll all go to some other hobby like cars or musical
Mhm.
instruments or something
Typewriters.
like that. So
Sure.
the hobby's
Typewriters.
not in trouble.
Yeah.
The hobby's in a
Old
growth
radios.
period.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so too. And I think it just depends on what sort of era of the hobby you're in. Because I know that there's a lot of people that are now clamoring for, because it was for like a very long time that people, gatekeeping sucks, but
I'm trying
sort
to
of
point
like
to it.
kind of in the retro gaming community, how like Nintendo stuff has seemingly peaked and is now kind of on the backside of the curve. Because people are now moving on, like, and even a lot of 16-bit stuff is seemingly pricing on it has leveled off at least. The things that are rare and crazy and hard to find are always going to be expensive, but you don't have people that want $50 for Super Mario World any longer. I think that reality is kind of set in on some of those markets now. Growth market, probably Wii stuff. Like people are going to go nuts for Wii stuff here in the next 5-6 years. Wii U, since that sold so few units, people that didn't even have those when they were new are going to go nuts for getting those. So I think that it's we need quotas for collectors. Yeah. That's funny.
Ignore the
Like
shells
84s,
behind me.
yeah.
Oh, 1 bit.
Who wants printers?
Oh, retro techie. But no,
Moving on.
it's sort of as things kind of move. So I would
Yeah.
say prices on some of the 68K Macs that used to be, now granted, your Quadra 700s and things like that have collectability outside of even retro computers, because like everybody, Jurassic Park fans and stuff like that, they want to get that machine just because it was kind of like the very iconic. in that
Unix
movie.
machine.
Quick.
So yeah, But at the same time, some of that stuff has really come down in price. But now people are wanting like kind of those Mirador G4s and early like Intel stuff. And so now prices kind of shift back up on those because young people that had those when they were in school now want to collect that stuff. So that's just what I'm saying. So I know a lot of us people watching this show and people sitting in this chat have kind of like got theirs. Like we've kind of got a lot of the stuff that we want to collect, and
Yeah.
a lot of us paid pennies because we just collected it at a time when it was not very expensive. But yeah,
Nobody
now
wanted it. Yeah.
yeah, nobody wanted it. The schools were giving it away. It was at yard sales. You'd see an ad on Facebook Marketplace or, Craigslist where it's
Yeah.
like, just come pick it up. Like, it'll be sitting at the end of the driveway and you get there and it's like an 840 AV or something like that. That, now some of that stuff still, again, those iconic machines are always going to be kind of expensive, but at the same time, it's never been a better time for people to get into the hobby because I know that there's always people coming in and coming out, like you were saying. But yeah, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of conversations lately where people are just like, oh, you can't believe all these newbies are just like driving prices up on everything. And it's well, the newbies aren't selling anything. It's people in the hobby that are selling the stuff.
I love bidding wars. That's what I love. When I'm the seller.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can still
Yeah.
get deals today too. You just have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
look harder.
Well, look
Eric
at
got
Eric.
a
He just picked up a
$30
G4Q for $30.
Yeah.
Oh, did he actually go get it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went and
Yeah.
got
Oh, good, good.
he needs a power supply, but he's got the cube now.
Oh, that's
And that's
no biggie.
I think too that we have this Google phenomenon, as I might call it, or the genericing phenomenon of eBay. Everybody's like, go to eBay, get old things. Well, the problem is that's not really the best place to get this stuff anymore. If you're looking for a deal, you're Craigslisting it. You're looking at thrift stores. You're doing Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that, because the folks on there, they're not in tune with that whole speculative market. They just want a thing and they want to get it out of their
Right.
Right.
and that's where you want to go to look for that stuff. I mean, that's where I've gotten most of my recent gets. The Amstrad was a marketplace thing.
Or Amstrad, depending on where you live.
whatever, like pronounce it like they do, Zed. Okay, just like
I know.
pronounce
I'm
it correctly.
Amstrad.
You need
That's what I would say. If somebody asked me about it, I would say Amstrad. But I understand also the
where are
the-
you from?
the
Are you from
hemisphere that I live in.
Amstrad.
Amstrad.
They're like the full Apple II GS with monitor and everything. I got that local for a really
yeah,
good
it was
price.
good.
So it's
And
I think that it's a factor of knowing where to look for it.
Don't forget about your friends too, because there's
Yeah.
lots of times that
Yeah.
I will go out and I'll just be searching Facebook Marketplace or I'll be searching like local ad or local deals and stuff, and I think about where my friends live, and that's kind of where I was wanting to kind of guide this too, is that it's it can't be gatekeepery. It has to be we're being inclusive. And part of that includes like when you're out looking for deals for yourself, especially if you're trying to do like broad search stuff like on Facebook Marketplace or
Yes.
Craigslist or something, be thinking about your friends too.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask your friends, and don't be afraid to share with your friends a list of things that you're interested in.
Yep.
So you could say, hey, like, hey, weren't you looking for quick take cameras? Weren't you trying to
Yep.
buy an IBM transportable? Aren't you a K-Pro guy? Don't you also live in the Boston area or something like that? And then you can turn around and help connect people with those deals too.
Yeah.
So, like, there was something a very long time ago that I just was like, oh man, who do I know? And don't be afraid to ask on social media too. Who do I know that lives in such an area? Because there's lots of times someone will hold their hand up and be like, oh yeah, I live like 20 miles from there. Oh, wouldn't it be great? Could I somehow convince you to go and pick this thing up? And I'll cover shipping. And then, if you want a finder's fee or if there's a favor I can do for you, put that. That's part of the community goodwill. I think that everybody needs to be putting out there.
And
And,
it's not only young people getting into it. Like I had somebody contact me and they bought my iMac G3. And so they asked, I was supposed to go to my storage unit yesterday, but I was waiting to hear back from my apartment, so I didn't take off because I would have to take the subway, and I don't have cell phone service in the subway. So I emailed the person back today, and I said, "Can you give me a call?" And they called, and we got talking. And they're a retiree who's just getting into this hobby of the older Mac stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not just young people who are getting into it; it's people our age and older. Retirees who are also getting into it.
Trina, I like that you say our age.
I said our age,
As
not
someone,
just your
as someone
age.
clearly 10 years older than you.
Or more.
Well, but I mean, you look at some people, they're taking retirement in their early 50s, so they're not that.
It's true.
When I look at it, yeah, exactly.
Oh, is Garth
right?
retired? Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And we got
But-
Will, who's retired, who's not
Yeah.
that far off from
Yeah.
that age. So
But like Eric said in the chat, like that's how I met Eric. Is like I just put it out there and I was like, hey, like who, or really got to, knew Eric, but got to be like more friends with Eric. And so like when
Hold
he came to
on.
town and put him up, and I was like, hey, here's some Mac stuff I've got, and what can I give you, and things like that. And I think that's what builds this hobby, is those types of interactions and those type of relationships and stuff. So
Yeah.
anything that you can do to foster that is going to push back against this idea that like new involvement. I don't know who you think is going to take this hobby over. If it's
Right.
not young people, if it's not people that get reintroduced to it later, I'm not sure who you think is going to do anything other than e-cycle your entire collection the second that you get 6 feet under.
Yep.
So if you don't encourage people, if you don't try to grow this hobby, it's done.
Yep.
Agreed.
So, and this week there was a lot of those people, retro game people, that absolutely like just shit the bed on like social media, making posts where they're just like, oh, these young people, these speculators, and these people, they've just ruined our hobby, while standing in front of like $250,000 worth of games, like an entire wall of like every rare PlayStation game and every Sega Saturn game and stuff like that. It's like how tone deaf can you be? It's like your audience, these are people watching it, because it's a lot of this hobby though too is also sort of an aspirational thing too, because I'd watch Joe's stuff and I'd be like, oh man, it'd be really cool to do some of those things that Joe does, or I'd watch one of Trina's streams where she's repairing stuff, and I'd be like, is she really going to plug that power supply in backwards? I'm joking. But it's just, it's one of those things where it's like you watch these people and you want to be kind of fed in a way, and by enjoying their fandom through them. But it's like such negativity recently. And so I do think it's just important to push back against that. And for us all to kind of try to build our community rather than tear it down. That's it. That's my contribution.
build each other up.
Yeah.
You're
I
here.
know. Yeah. Be a cheerleader.
Yeah.
You see your friend doing something cool, share it.
Yeah.
See, compliment them on it. You see him doing something crazy, criticize in private, praise in public. So, try to build them up and get them involved. If you know somebody young that's trying to get into this hobby, donate something. It doesn't, if it hurts what you're giving away, that's probably your brain telling you you're doing something good. So, help them out. Do something nice. Get young people involved. So when you go to all these cool events this year, you go to MagFest, you go to VCF Midwest or East or Southwest or the VCF the Moon. I mean, we're almost there. So when you go to these things, if you see some young person there, especially if they're running around with their dad, and you see the kid pulling mom with them, pulling mom behind them or pulling dad behind them, like absolutely, like it's a safe environment. So like introduce yourself and be like, what are they looking for? Maybe I've seen the deal that you guys need, or you might even be there selling what they need. So yeah, make those connections.
Yeah.
Yes. I have nothing to add to that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like Sean
All right.
said, be excellent to each other.
Wait, hold on. I think that was Bill and Ted.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right.
We're just all we need is a VCF Canada. Is all I'm saying.
VCF
You know, you're saying
North.
the moon, but
VCF the
let's just
VCF
move
cold.
past the
VCF
border.
Moose.
VCF Moose. I
VCF
love
Maple.
that. I love that. That's good. VCF Moose.
But then you've got the problem. Do you do it in Vancouver or do you do it in Toronto?
Toronto.
Mm.
Yeah,
in
do
Quebec.
both. Do it
Or
in
do you do it in the middle, wherever that is?
Like
and I'm bad
75% of Canada's population lives within like 100 miles of Toronto. So
Well,
Yeah.
I think the real question is who has the best syrup?
Edmonton.
Who's got the best poutine?
Poutine would be Quebec. Syrup is New Brunswick.
Where can I go to be the furthest away from that Ford guy as possible?
BC.
Calgary.
BC. Get over the mountains.
Just as far away. Okay.
Yeah,
Northwest Territories, none of it.
As everything is broken said. Toronto or Montreal.
Mhm.
To start.
Thomas says there was a VCF Vancouver.
What?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I think it got shut down for politeness.
Sorry. No, sorry. No, sorry. Sorry, this is too polite.
You guys
I had
ruined
no
this with
I-
your
I had no idea.
kindness.
Or there we go. VCF Newfoundland. There you go.
Ooh, that
it's
would
like
be great.
it's like five guys and a Tim Horton said, eh?
Yeah, Calgary.
The Newfoundland one would be really tough because it'd be like, all right, well, I'm here for the panel. No, I'm sorry, it started 30 minutes ago. Time zone joke.
So
Here you go.
I'm just going to ask Thomas if he can put in the chat whatever happened to VCF Vancouver.
Trois-Rivières. Ooh. Ooh la la.
Don
Presse-me, presse-me. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Mon chéri.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
That's the only
cold
French
as
I
it
know.
was
It's
this
from a freaking
weekend. I
commercial.
like
about
K-Mac's. I like K-Mac's suggestion. As cold as it was this weekend.
the Cayman Islands.
VCF
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Give me
there.
some-
Bring your investment money.
Yeah, bring your crock whacking sticks.
That's right.
They got to call it the Cayman Islands for a reason.
Oh, wait, there's gonna be a VCF Southwest this year.
There is.
Yeah,
I
there
saw
is. Where?
that. Mhm.
Texas?
Yes.
Hello.
I
Tex.
can't imagine why there hasn't already been one in the Dallas-Fort Worth corridor. Because that's, I mean, just the day trips you could do there. I mean, I just like all the, hey, here's where Tandy, hey, this is where they bulldozed the Tandy Dome. Or whatever. Or the
I
Tandy
want to go to
Mall.
Mickey Gilly's bar where Urban Cowboy was.
Here,
Yo.
we're all going to drive over to Computer Reset and then go get our picture taken by the Arlen sign. All right, everybody, show your neurourethras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a King of the Hill joke. Come on.
I know, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Francois, I did try to adjust that SE power supply, but the problem was as soon as I adjusted it, I had a good solid 5 volts and 12 volts that were within spec. Shut the computer down, powered it back up, it was out of spec.
Oh.
The adjustment resistor did, it's like that only adjusted it while it was on. Something in that power supply auto adjusted it back to the wrong voltage after I power cycled it.
Justin, you need to check the PRAM battery in your power supply because that's a common issue. I mean, when you boot up and like the power supply, like your clock is just like blinking 12
Yeah.
p.m.
Right.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that must be it. So, and I did recap the power supply before anyone asks. I recapped it.
Remember when
Wrong.
you take that PRAM battery out to ship it to Ron, he collects those, I heard.
I do. I love
Actually,
it.
I recapped one of them, but the other that hasn't been recapped is doing the same thing. Unfortunately, I forgot to test voltages before I recapped it because I didn't realize I had a voltage issue. So I'm hesitating recapping the other one because
Are you sure it really is a voltage issue causing your problem?
Yeah, I measured it was 12.7 volts on the 12-volt rail. That is out of spec.
All right.
It
I
should
gotta say
be.
this. Yelling at it, talking about
Yeah.
that. I fixed that typewriter by just hitting it. It was working. I just hit it, and it started working. I was like,
There's
"What?"
nothing in the world more cathartic than A, percussive maintenance, that B, works.
Yeah. You
I'll
worked.
have to check that, Francois. I didn't realize there were 2 12-volt outputs.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, go in the slot. There we go.
But one of them was definitely 12.7 volts.
Mm.
And I suspect the sweep one is maybe the one I was measuring because the monitor is the display is ghosting. So you see a line on the screen and then you see like a shadow or a ghost or something that extends to the right of that line.
Clearly,
and I know
it's
that
haunted.
shouldn't be there, but I've
Yeah.
been told that is you're overdriving the display. So I have a voltage issue, and it seems like both of my power supplies in both of my SEs are doing it. One uncapped, one capped.
You just need
Or
to turn
recap.
down the you need to put a rheostat on your power coming to your house and turn the power down to 108.
That's it. Problem solved. Hey, have
Yeah,
you thought
maybe
about
that's
maybe
it.
moving to southern Japan?
Why don't you put a Tesla?
It's another option.
One of those Ys with a.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna try a
Oh,
different power
Jacob's ladder.
supply in it. That's
Jacob's
the next
ladder,
step.
yeah.
Seems like a lot of trouble, but sure. Just moving
Yeah,
to Japan
no, it
seems
seems
way
like a
less.
lot of trouble, but
Drop it 3 inches. Yep.
That's not what I'm doing.
drop it
Move
3
to southern
inches.
Japan and just go to Hard Off every day.
Yep.
And just buy all the fun old stuff you want.
Well,
Domo arigato.
I don't need to do an SE reloaded, Jeremy, because this SE, neither of my SEs got battery bombed because the batteries got clipped before they leaked.
Good
Yay!
news. That's good news.
And I've recapped the analog board, but I think the problem's the power supply. I mean, maybe I'll pull
There
those
you
out
go.
someday soon.
Yep.
Let's see. The SI 3122V regulator for 12-volt sweep can accept 25 volts input. Okay. Well, that's actually. I actually tried asking, I think, on some forum, and actually, I think my question stumped everyone because they're like, "Well, the Sony power supply is super reliable. We don't know why you're having this trouble."
Yeah, why are you having this problem?
know.
Yeah, you know.
Ugh.
Only you.
I know it's like
You new kid, you're ruining our hobby asking us questions.
I know. Ugh.
so.
All right.
Yeah, I believe those analog boards are interchangeable, but I only have 2 SEs.
Only.
Oh, the SE analog reloaded. Well, I'm not there yet, Jeremy.
You will.
I'm not to the point of redoing the analog
You
board.
need to stop
like
yawning.
I think
by
I
the
could do
way,
the analog board
Joe.
pretty easy.
What?
That
I
doesn't
said you
seem
need
like
to
too much
stop
trouble.
yawning because you're making me yawn.
Yeah.
It's my meds. They just make me yawn.
Yeah,
no,
no.
I'm not to the point of wanting to pay for a PCB to do it. That's the thing. I'm not there yet to saying the problem's in the analog board because I think the problem's in the power supply. If I rule out the power supply, then yeah, I probably will look into a analog board reloaded because at that point,
Yeah.
troubleshooting analog boards is definitely not my area of expertise.
By the way, 1-Bit Fever Dreams is getting after you, Justin, for not having all the knowledge at birth like us.
This is my shame, my attempt at a shame face.
Shame.
Yeah, I know, shame.
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 Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no, where did I put my googly eye glasses? I misplaced them.
It's that part of the stream is starting to get weird.
I
Yeah.
know. Yes. I think my googly eye glasses are downstairs.
I'm just shaking his
unfortunately.
head like, what the hell is wrong with this man?
That's all right.
Everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
What
I'm
if-
gonna.
It'd be
Like-
faster to list what
I was gonna
wasn't
say,
wrong.
can we just throw a dart at a dartboard and just go, "This is it now"?
Hey, let's do the SE troubleshooting dartboard. That would probably be just as effective as.
Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we will learn.
Oh, it says my problem is the CRT. Just
Problem
smack it with a
exists
hammer.
between chair and keyboard.
Yeah,
Um,
those dartboards can be
Alright.
so inaccurate sometimes, especially when I keep hitting
Cat cam.
things other than the dartboard.
Since Thomas mentioned the cat database, there's one of my cats.
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah,
It's like, stand by. I stepped in something.
Tasty feet.
he's been curled up beside me all night.
It just got super weird there for a second. Anyway, yeah. So we're coming to that part of the stream where we tell everybody how to find us and kind of wrap things up. So we will start with our wonderful guest, Justin. Tell everybody where people can find your stuff.
Well, you can find me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Justin D. Morgan. I'm also on Twitter at JDMCS. I'm on Mastodon, JDMCS at bitbang.social. Instagram, Justin D. Morgan, because Instagram apparently doesn't let you have really short usernames. And if you want to help me get a sink for my basement, I'm on coffee.com/JDMCS
Mhm.
because I
Is that big
need
enough?
I don't think I'll be able to fit even my LC logic boards in that to wash them after cleaning. So yes, I'm trying to get a sink for my basement because I need a sink.
And who was the first person to submit that?
And let that sink.
And yes, and Trina was the first person to contribute towards it.
Cool.
And then
Woo,
Ryan,
Sink-a-thon.
and then Ryan contributed towards it. So right now it's Canada 2, US 0. Better get going.
It's just like hockey. We win.
It's true. It's true.
Did I just make this US versus Canada? Well,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry.
So Thomas, go donate to Justin so we can be up 3-0.
Yes, I may have to have a sink-a-thon too, Francois.
Sync-a-thon. I love that. That's good.
Sink-a-thon.
Sink-a-thon.
Again, that sounds like some sort of Discordianism game where you take objects and you drop them in deep water, and the number of
Oh,
points you get is directly proportional A to the value of the object and B whether or not it's yours.
Oh, and,
If
and
you put
the
somebody's
first
expensive car in the water, you get more points.
the first thing I pick up off my desk after that comment is something that will not sink. Yay, my
You get
silly
even
brain.
extra points if you can make it sink.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could make that sink. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Cool.
Joe, I can make that sink in 5 notes or less.
I can make this sink just by loading all of the solder I bought that I can't really use into it. There, it's going to be a
Dude,
goner.
dude. There's your 5 notes.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to jump.
I mean, knowing me, that was an obvious thing. Trina,
You set the
where
bar
can
too
people
low.
find you, sir? I almost said sir, ma'am. Where can people find you, ma'am? What's
I
wrong
don't.
with me?
That's okay, little lady. I don't mind.
That's okay, little lady.
If I don't choke to death, I'll be okay. So I'm on YouTube at Trina Technobabble. You can find me on Twitter at TechnobabbleT.
Bablet.
Bablet. I'm also on Discord. Just find me. Bwahaha. Because I don't know what my username is on Discord. So
Shiny Trina.
yeah, I know, but then it has to have the numbers beside it, and I don't know what the numbers are. Oh, and Thomas, reach out to me because I would like to know more about this VCF Vancouver and when did it take place and kind of what happened to it. You can also reach out to me at technobabblet@gmail.com. So I don't mind giving out that email because if I get spam, meh.
Yeah.
So that's where you can find me.
Cool.
Neat.
Ron.
Oh, me. Hi, everybody. It's wait. Sorry. Hi, everybody. It's Ron with Ron's Computer Videos. You can find me kind of at the usual places where you can find a lot of these folks. Bitbang.social at Ron's Comp Vids, Twitter.com Ron's Comp Vids. You can, and anything past that, you can probably find me at www.ronscompvids.com. Don't forget, I've got a Patreon. I do cameo stuff. So just check it all out. Thanks.
Hire Ron saying funny things. Do it. Cameo.com/whatever. Make it current.
I'll read something funny for you.
Just quickly, Thomas. Yeah, just reach out to me on Discord, and I want to talk about more about that because I like to try to revive it, like BCF, somewheres in Canada.
A revival.
Yeah.
Yeah, LTT was doing a event. They were you might read on that because they were talking about trying to revive some sort of other event that was going on up there.
Okay.
Cool.
What's LTT?
Linus Tech Tips.
Okay.
Another Canadian.
Yes.
That explains why he's so weird. Okay.
I didn't want to say it.
I
mean, it's like pot. Hi, kettle. Anyway, moving on.
I was going to say, does that mean you're Canadian as well? Then?
I might as well be at this point.
I'm trying to get honorary status, but we'll see.
Javier.
I don't know what to say, but the only thing I can say is ABTs. We got cool t-shirts. We got the new WAS mug that it's awesome. And actually it's kind of dirty because I've been using it every day because I love WAS. Anyway, ABTs, it's my store. You can find me on Hubmaster at bitbank.social and at Hubmaster in Twitter. I got my YouTube channel. Also follow me, Hubmaster. Don't search much on JAB because it goes somewhere else that you don't want to go. And
wait, hold on. Let's talk about those links. That sounds more interesting.
I was not aware until somebody told
Don't
me.
kink shame any potential customers, Javier.
Right?
I'm telling you. Come for the technology, stay for the rest. Anyway, I'm all over the place, and please follow me. I'm trying to also build my channel, so that's it. You have to include the
Just think about it without the M and you'll get it. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, I already have.
Anyway, moving on. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name's Joe Strohsteiner. I run a stupid little thing called Joe's Computer Museum because I'm Joe and this is my computer museum. I do YouTube videos and stuff, and I hang out with my friends on these live streams and things of that nature. You can follow me on Twitter at Museum Joe. You can follow me on Mastodon at Museum Joe at oldbytes.space. You can, if you want to support my museum for as little as $1 a month on Patreon, Joe's Computer Museum right down here. You can get cool things like stickers and access to my Discord where you get to talk to me pretty much live, pretty much all the time, and things like that. And we do little patron hangouts, and you help me give me input on my next videos and my next live streams and products I'm going to design and all that stuff. So it's a really cool thing. $1, just $1, and you get access to all that. If for some reason in the next couple of weeks you need a Blue Scuzzy version 2, you can go to scuzzy.blue, bluescuzzy.com, or you can go to jcm-1.com and get one of these, along with other things like cool, silly stickers and other types of Blue Scuzzies and keyboard encoders, which I had one up there that I was going to show, but it's missing, and lots of other cool things like that. Everything is Broken Garage actually has a very interesting question. How does one get tickets to see the museum? Get a hold of me, and if you're in Ohio in my area and the scheduling works out, I do allow short visits to the space. Ron has been here. Tom Barber's been here. Savros Karatsiridis, Adam McGowie have been here. That is a thing. Keep in mind, this is in my home, so this is my private space. So if you do happen to know where it is, don't just randomly come knock on my door. That will piss me off, and I will ban you everywhere.
Plus,
So no guided
Mr.
tour?
Fairley hates that.
Yeah.
No guided tours?
Come and knock on my door.
Come and knock on my door.
But seriously, yeah. Things dropping floor, running into stuff, making messes. So, yep, that's it. That's Joe's thing. So, thank you all for stopping by tonight. It was super
Tres
awesome.
companeros.
Now I got the song stuck in my head. Thanks, guys.
Come and dance on the floor.
Thank you to Justin for being our guest tonight. At the last minute, because our previous
Thanks,
guest,
Justin.
Everything Broken Garage, had to sleep because he had a cat emergency this morning, so he was up super early. But again, thank you, super awesome, to Jeremy for being our special guest.
Justin?
Thank you to.
You mean Justin? Not
Did
Jeremy?
I say call him? You see. I need to stop eating the lead solder. It tastes too good.
The fumes.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
So
it.
it's now Jeremy D. Morgan. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's Jeremy
Yeah.
D. Morgan, and
Yeah.
it's Justin's vintage hillbilly shack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
used to it.
After this week, I'm poop brain. My brain is pudding. It is what it is.
The postal clerk at college actually called me Jason for my first 3 years, even though she clearly saw my name on every single package she handed me. And finally, my last semester, I go get my first box of the semester, and she's like, "I'm sorry, Justin, I didn't realize I was calling you the wrong name. I'm just too nice of a guy to have tried to correct
You
it."
know what I tell
I just
people?
figured it was because there's like 3,500 students there, but it was I think
You know what I tell people, Jeremy? I say it's all made up anyway. So
Yeah, right.
I'm not all that enamored with it. So
It was okay. I just flowed with it. I mean, there are
Yeah.
3,500 students. I don't expect
Yeah.
everyone there to remember everyone's names because there's a lot of people. Apparently, I looked like another Jason in her life, so
Oh,
guess I
that,
took that as a
that-
compliment.
that could be either good or bad.
Okay, whatever. It was cool. Yeah, I'm used to getting called the wrong name because apparently I look like a Jason to some people. I look like a Jeremy to some people. But if you're looking for me on YouTube, you do need to look for Justin D. Morgan because otherwise you won't
Justin
find me.
D. Morgan.
hey, and if you're at the paint store and you see
Jason
a
D.
guy
Miller.
that's wearing like overalls and like that hat, it's possible that that's Dave Lennox and not Justin at all. So just don't make the mistake I made.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why is Retro Techie asking Ron how to say my full name?
Oh, it's Joe Snapsnare.
Anyway,
He said it the other
thanks
night.
to
on the
everybody
stream.
for being here tonight. Thanks to all our super awesome hosts. Thank you to our guest, Justin D. Morgan. Thank you to everybody in the chat who stopped by to hang out with us tonight. We will be back in approximately 2 weeks, or exactly 2 weeks, with we don't know who the guest is. We'll figure it out sometime, probably at about 2:45 in the afternoon.
I think our next one's going to be
Monday.
good because I've got an idea who our next guest is going to be. I
Cool.
talked to Joe about it, but he may be forgetting about it. I thought the next topic of conversation was going to be right to repair. We were going to have like a real barn
Oh.
burner.
Yes, okay, sure.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Bringing that
I
New
don't
York
remember,
guy.
but that's fine. Yes, I'm just nodding my head and let's do it. Yep, cool.
All right.
All right. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you all for stopping by and have a great evening. Bye, everybody.